believe in Harvey Dent. Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Brad here. Hope you're doing well. So we finally got some possible character for the next Batman movie, the Batman Part 2, which is expected to come out in October of 2025. Now, they were originally supposed to start shooting this in November of this year. Now, because of the writer's strike, there was an article that came out like a week or two ago that they might have to postpone filming till maybe February or March of next year. I don't know if that's accurate. There hasn't been an official word on that. Apparently the official is still supposed to start shooting this November for a 2025 release. Which, I mean, that's still plenty of time. Even if they had to push it till the new year to start shooting. But either way, though I don't know if the script isn't 100% finished, and because of the writer's strike, Matt Reeves has to wait a little bit, and he doesn't want to go into production without the script being perfect. But let's just say they are starting to cast. Because once again, with a movie, you gotta cast them, you gotta deal with scheduling, you gotta deal with costumes, wardrobe, makeup, prosthetics, a person like a Two-Face, CGI, probably. So you gotta figure all that into scheduling. And then obviously rehearsals, auditioning, filming. So apparently we found out the other day, now it's not 100% official, but coming from a reliable source, that they're looking to bring in Harvey Dent into the Batman Part 2. Number one, that's a no-brainer. I mean, if you watch the Batman with Robert Pattinson that came out last year, the DA, the district attorney, got killed by the Riddler. He's the one with the thing around his neck and blown up. Got killed halfway through the movie. So right there, they're going to have a new district attorney. And it's a blushing bride to be. That's Joker for you. Harvey Dent. Oh, I want to try it. So that was a no-brainer. I'm going to have Harvey Dent in the next Batman movie. They're trying to clean up Gotham City after the end of the first movie. They're going to need someone else besides Batman to help clean up the city. Get it back in order. Who do you bring in? Harvey Dent. So, like I said, that's a no-brainer. Now, the interesting part here today is, who are they looking at to play Harvey Dent? They narrowed it down to two people, apparently. Number one, Joe Edgerton. And then number two, Josh Hartnett. Let me tell you something. Either of these two actors, for me, would be a flip of a coin. But both are separate ends of the spectrum here. And I'm going to get into that. Let's start with Joe Edgerton. Joe Edgerton has been around for a long, long time. Over 21 years now. Yeah, 21 years. Ever since showing up as Uncle Owen in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. A young Uncle Owen. And ever since then he's been one of the most underrated actors in Hollywood today. I think you go to Star Wars. Then you go out to me and probably the big real, hello everybody, I'm actually an excellent actor. Hi. My favorite sports drama in the past 10 years, Warrior, the MMA fighting movie with also Tom Hardy, a.k.a. Bane. A lot of people give Tom Hardy a lot of praise for that movie. He 100% gets it. He's great in Warrior. But Joe Edgerton, as the teacher slash husband father, average guy who has to get into this match to make money for his daughter for her illness, he does an excellent job in that movie. He is excellent in that movie. Then he went on to do like The Great Gatsby Zero Dark 30. He's also done some of his own directing. The movie The Gift with Jason Bateman and Rebecca Hall. He also, in that movie, is really creepy in that movie. He's excellent in the directing as a director. He was in the movie Black Mass with Johnny Depp, the Whitey Bulger film. And if you look at that role where he's protecting his brother, who is a district attorney, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, you can really see even in that role a little bit of a district attorney feel. So and to me, he reminded me of Aaron Eckhart. Aaron Eckhart, who played Harvey Dent in The Dark Knight, doesn't always get the same praise that Heath Ledger got as the Joker. Of course, Heath Ledger, no one saw Heath Ledger as the Joker until we saw Heath Ledger as the Joker. Talk about a real magic trick. And Aaron Eckhart did an excellent job as Harvey Dent in that movie. He's really the heart and soul and the most saddest character in that film. And Aaron Eckhart was able to channel all that before he got burned. He already saw the craziness of Harvey Dent in there. And I thought he did an amazing job in that role. And I'm still kind of mad that they killed him off in The Dark Knight. I mean, I wish they had him in the third film. Dealing now with that psychological aspect of being completely disfigured and having to go through life like that. But then still have Batman trying to put them back together in a way. That could have been interesting. But like I said, I look at Joe Edgerton as the Aaron Eckhart of a pretty solid actor, but is still very, very, very underrated. Still to this day. I would be 100% okay with it. Because like I said, I think he's a phenomenal actor. The other side of the coin, Josh Hartnett. Now this guy used to be the heartthrob of all teen heartthrobs back in the late 90s, early 2000s. You go to that one horror movie he did with the teachers turned into the insects in the mid-90s. He was in Halloween H2O, playing Jamie Lee Curtis's son, which is one of the better Halloween movies that has been made. Then he was in Pearl Harbor, Rafe, the best friend of Ben Affleck. That's right, our previous Batman, Ben Affleck, hooking up with Kate Beckinsale, betraying his best friend, getting her knocked up, all during the Japanese coming to bomb Pearl Harbor. Michael Bay being Michael Bay. And then after that, he kind of disappeared. Now, he showed up, but then he did on Netflix, he did that Penny Dreadful show, kind of like a horror film, dealing with monsters and werewolves and everything, with Eva Green. And apparently he was really good at that. I've never seen it. That's one of those things that I want to sit down and watch it, but never have. But recently, very recently, he's been doing a lot of Guy Ritchie movies. He was in Wrath of Man with Jason Statham. He was in the recent one that came out earlier this year, Operation something something, with Jason Statham and Aubrey Plaza. So he's been on the Guy Ritchie train lately. Not a bad train to be on. But I look at Josh Hartnett as the Heath Ledger of this right now. When you think of Harvey Dent, you go, yeah, maybe that actor. Someone with authority, someone, Harvey, at least, good-looking guy, coming to clean up the city. Almost like that he's the mirror of Bruce Wayne. Except he doesn't wear a cape and cowl. He's open to the public. So if you get someone like a Robert Pattinson, you're going to want someone else good-looking. You're going to be that mirror image. with a guy who also goes down the dark path and becomes Two-Face. And that's why this is the Heath Ledger scenario of when they said Heath Ledger as the Joker, you go, huh? 10 Things I Hate About You? Brokeback Mountain Boy? The Joker? But then we saw the Joker. I mean, like that, we didn't know what Christopher Nolan was writing. What kind of Joker are we going to get? What is Heath Ledger going to bring to this? And we saw. And that's why I said we don't know. That's the other thing with this Harvey Dent. We don't want a retread of what we saw in The Dark Knight. So, I'm hoping we're getting a different... I mean, we're going to have the same character, district attorney, who becomes Two-Face. That's a no-brainer. But are we going to do the whole origin again? Are we going to open the movie with Harvey Dent in the courtroom with the Joker on the stand, like in the comics? And we saw the Joker briefly in the Batman, and we saw that deleted scene, and Barry Keoghan is playing the Joker. So are we going to have a moment at the very beginning of the movie where Harvey Dent is in court and Joker splashes him with the acid and it burns his face, and the rest of the movie is going to be that duality of Two-Face and trying to, psychologically deal with his mutation now, disfigurement? I don't know. But I don't think you can go down that same route that we saw in The Dark Knight. You think you're just repeating yourself. Interpretation they are going to go with for this Harvey Dent. But getting back to Josh Hartnett, I said he's the Heath Ledger of this card. Pick a card, any card. But not the Joker card. If he's not the name you would immediately think of, he's been out of the public eye, the Hollywood eye, for so long. And I'm going to admit something here. I've never been that fan of Josh Hartnett. I've always kind of saw him as the Orlando Bloom of the early 2000s. The late 90s, early 2000s. Good looking guy, pretty boy. But doesn't bring much personality. Not kind of dull, kind of boring. Women probably love him. Women probably want to have sex with him. But he doesn't bring any personality to me. But, I believe in Matt Reeves. I thought he did a great job with his Planet of the Apes movies. I thought he did a really great job with the Batman movie. If he's looking at Josh Hartnett, there's got to be something there that he's like, you are my Harvey. So, and that's why I say, I can choose either one because on one hand, Joe Edgerton, I know he's a great actor, he'll do a great job, and he's a very underrated actor. Maybe this will finally bump him up to the stratosphere. On the other hand, I say, you pick a Josh Hartnett, that's going to be the wild card, just like Heath Ledger. And we saw what happened with Heath Ledger. So I'm like, and he does have the pretty boy look for a Harvey Dent. He's around the same age as Robert Pattinson, so you get that mirror identity, dual identity type of thing. And he might surprise us. So, I leave it to you people. Who would you want to play Harvey Dent? Do you want Joe Edgerton? Or would you want Josh Hartnett? And who knows, maybe one of these actors, you never know. One of them might get Harvey Dent, one of them might be the other villain of the movie. They'll say it might be Clayface, some people might say it might be Mr. Freeze. You never know. Who would you want as Harvey Dent? Josh Hartnett or Joe Edgerton? Matt the Batty.